Here are 26 amazing fun facts covering A to Z of the English alphabet. Apple seeds contain a small amount of cyanide in the form of the compound amygdalin, but you would need to eat a very large number of seeds to be affected by it. However, it's still best to avoid eating large quantities of apple seeds. Tennis balls were originally white, but in 1972, they were changed to yellow to make them more visible for players and spectators, including TV audience. The average cat sleeps for about 12 to 16 hours a day, which means they spend around 2/3 of their lives snoozing. Dogs have a unique behavior called the zoom eyes, where they suddenly and frantically run around in circles or back and forth. It is often seen in young and energetic dogs. Despite their massive size, elephants are excellent swimmers and can use their trunks as snorkels while swimming long distances. Some fish species like clownfish and wrasses can change their sex during their lifetime. This phenomenon is known as sequential hermaphroditism. It means that an individual fish can start its life as one sex and then switch to the opposite sex later on. It allows them to adapt to changes in their environment and maximize their chances of successful reproduction. Giraffes' long necks are not only used for reaching high vegetation but also for fighting. Male giraffes engage in necking battles, where they swing their necks and heads at each other to establish dominance. The iconic cowboy hat was originally called the Boss of the Plains hat and was designed by John B. Stetson in 1865. It became synonymous with the American cowboy culture. It takes about 50 licks to finish a single scoop of ice cream. Never thought of that, have you? Jellyfish have been around for a very long time, even before the dinosaurs. Jellyfish are some of the oldest living creatures on Earth, with a history dating back more than 500 million years. Kites were invented in ancient China over 2,000 years ago. The first kites were made from simple materials like bamboo and silk and were used for military signaling. Lions are the only big cats that live in groups called prides. A pride typically consists of related females, their offspring, and a few adult males. Mice are known for their curiosity and exploratory behavior, making them avid investigators of their environment. Some birds, like weaver birds, are skilled architects that create intricate and elaborate nests with multiple chambers and entrances. Oranges were originally green and were selectively bred to develop their characteristic orange color. Contrary to the popular belief that pigs are dirty animals, they are actually quite clean. Given the chance, they will create separate areas for eating, sleeping, and toileting in their environment. In a honeybee colony, the queen bee is the only fertile female. She lays eggs, ensuring the colony's survival and growth. She can lay up to 2,000 eggs per day during peak seasons. Rabbits have panoramic vision, allowing them to see nearly 360 degrees without moving their heads. One fascinating fun fact about stars is that when we look at the night sky and observe stars, we are actually seeing their light from the past. Because stars are so far away from Earth, the light they emit takes time to travel across the vast distances of space to reach our eyes. So, when we observe distant galaxies, we are essentially seeing how they looked billions of years ago due to the immense distances. Tigers are solitary animals, and adult tigers generally prefer to live and hunt alone, except during mating season or when a female is raising her cubs. The first umbrellas were designed primarily for sun protection, and it was only later that they became useful for rain protection. The hippie van or flower power van is a term used to describe vans, especially the VW Type 2, which became synonymous with the counterculture movement of the 1960s and 1970s. Unlike apple seeds, watermelon seeds are not only edible but also nutritious. They are a good source of protein, healthy fats, and essential minerals like magnesium, iron, and zinc. The xylophone's name comes from the Greek word xylon, meaning wood, and phone, which means sound, reflecting its wooden construction and sound-producing properties. Yaks have a unique adaptation in their blood called hemoglobin Y, which allows them to transport oxygen more efficiently in low-oxygen environments. Unlike wild horses, zebras have never been successfully domesticated. Their unpredictable and sometimes aggressive behavior makes them challenging to tame. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching and keep learning.